As coronavirus vaccine candidates get closer to reaching the approval and distribution stages, we wanted to get a better sense of the role Huntsville Hospital will play. WAAY 31's Will Robinson Smith joins us live outside of the hospital. He spoke with their infectious disease pharmacist about how they are preparing for the vaccine. Will.
Yeah, well, as we've reported, both the vaccines from Pfizer as well as Moderna are showing a lot of promise at this point, and Huntsville Hospital says it's ready to start doling out the first phase of that, which is vaccinating healthcare workers. With a deep freezing refrigerator already on hand at Huntsville Hospital, specialists like Jonathan Edwards are confident that they can handle as much vaccine as they are given for healthcare workers in phase 1 of distribution.
And with that freezer, we can store anywhere from 30,000 to 60,000 doses. And then also with the Moderna vaccine, we have a capacity to store about 30,000 doses for that vaccine as well.
He and others, like State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris, believe Alabama won't get quite enough doses to vaccinate the full medical and first responder community in the first wave. That means storage won't be an issue in the near future.
We'll probably be getting more of the Pfizer vaccine than the Moderna vaccine. And so trying to take care of primarily the Madison County campuses of Huntsville Hospital. And then once that additional vaccine becomes available, it might be more applicable to being more readily distributed.
And while places like Huntsville Hospital are preparing for an eventual vaccine to come on the market, they're also working with existing therapies as well as preparing for a new monoclonal antibody treatment. Now, we're not quite at the phase of home treatments just yet, but Edwards says this is an important step in the right direction.
This type of therapy is actually a totally different way of looking at COVID. So before, we had to wait until the patient basically got to the hospital to provide them with any therapy because there really wasn't anything available as an outpatient.
The Food and Drug Administration granted Eli Lilly and Company emergency use authorization last week for those who have mild to moderate COVID-19. It's not for those who are hospitalized for the virus or who require oxygen.
With the preliminary studies, what they're seeing is actually a reduction in the number of patients that have to either come to the emergency room or to the hospital if they receive this medication, this monoclonal antibody. And this is specifically prevalent in the patients that are elderly or that are obese. That's where we see the most benefit.
Now, as of tonight, that treatment isn't available in the community or at hospitals at the moment. Edwards says the federal government has authorized 300,000 doses of that vaccine or of that treatment to be used out in the community eventually. He says within about the next week or so, we'll learn when and how much Alabama will receive. Reporting live at Huntsville Hospital, Will Robinson Smith, WAAY 31 News.